Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today's video is going to be a very important topic. You know me, but it's going to be about learn from your past mistakes. And I tried recording this video like a couple times and I kept on messing it up some way somehow. I felt insecure and self-conscious about this thing because you see my shirt, what happened is that I put it in the washer and then it stretched out like this part, so like it has a whole lot of my neck exposed. So I'm busy seeing it behind the mirror where I'm like recording, and it makes me feel very insecure. But I'm gonna learn from my past mistakes and just carry on anyways and just be the real, honest, authentic, real, non-fake version I always am with you guys. And that's why I know you guys like watching and listening to this channel, because you know that it's gonna be real stuff that happens. But this is some of it. Guys, I know for a lot of you guys, you wake up, or especially recently over the last couple days, maybe some, last couple weeks, 2, 3 weeks, you've been having intense feelings of regret. You've been having intense feelings of regret, intense feelings of like, you know, just like all types of things about the past. You feel mad about the past. Oh, you should have done this. Oh, you should have done that. And you know what? You're probably right. But here's the thing. Let's praise and thank God, or let's just be thankful that you're young. Now, I know you're just like, what does that have to do with anything? I fucked up my life when I was younger, then now look at me. Now I'm still paying it off at this big age. What the hell? Stay with me. A lot of you guys are young watching this. You're 18, 19, 20, 21. You're basically a late teen, early 20s. And I'm going to talk a little bit about myself, right? And then I'm going to translate that to you in terms of the lessons that I learned. Guys, learn from your past mistakes, guys. As I grow up, as I, keep growing up, I start realizing more how emotional I was. I was very emotional. And, I'm not going to fully blame myself, because I do blame my parents and like the older people and figures around me for not doing a better job with me. I know people are gonna just like, oh, it's up in your, it's why didn't you do any better? It's like, I'm not gonna blame 15-year-old me or 14-year-old me or 16-year-old me. He was fucking 15 years old. Of course he didn't know any better. Of course he didn't know how to do or handle or tackle whatever the fuck better. Obviously now older me in retrospect would have knew exactly what to do, but that's the type of stuff you see like 2, 3, 4, 5 years after the fact. And I'm really starting to reach that end of the circle part. And I can rant on about how your parents and your older siblings and brothers, how they failed you, which they probably did if you're watching this. But well, we still holding on to that. That's still true. But let's just talk about this. I'm gonna talk about myself, bro. At the last school I was at, um, it was such a school where it wasn't a bad school in retrospect. Hey, in retrospect, it wasn't a bad school, but I had been there for a very long time, very very long time. So I was so used to it, and I was feeling very suffocated by it. And some things happened with my school. My parents fucked up something, and then it affected me, and so forth and so on, right? And in retrospect, now me being older, if I had to go back and give myself younger me advice, I'll be like, yo, I know you probably failed this test. I know you probably failed this exam, or you're just make peace with the fact that you are going to do the best with what you can. That's something that I wish I could have like made realized much older and much younger. Like if I was gonna be late for an exam or late for school for whatever reason, study the best you can, and that's it, buddy. That's it, dude. It's okay if you get 32%. It's okay if you get 12%. It's fine if you get 2%. You did your best and you tried your best, and that is a phenomenal precedent to set for the rest of your life. Right? And I really wish that like I had realized that. And especially at that stage when I was young, I was in grade 10, and we all know that your grade 10 marks just don't matter. Even your grade 11 marks just don't matter. It's not really your grade 12 marks, especially your end year result marks, that matter. But I wish I had somebody who had that wisdom to tell me that. But that's part one of it. But part two is that I wish that no matter how tough and grimy certain things were, even when I went to my second school, I wish I could have just said to myself, dude, just stick it out. And that's something I learned the year after the fact, right? But anyways, just stick it out. Like, I know how things go, right? When you make a tough decision that's good for you, right? The first month or 2 or 3, it's gonna be tough. The first 6 months is gonna be really, really gritty, like really, really tough and hard. But then you wait some more, and then after you get through that really sticky, grimy part where you feel like, damn it, dude, this was a terrible decision I made. You fast forward some time back, some time forward, then boom, you get out of that. You're just like, wow, this made me a stronger person. And it gave me wisdom and perspective on so many things that I just didn't have before. And on top of that, you were able to finish out one of the best, one of the things. Like, that's what I did with grade 11. I finished out grade 11. It was one of the hard, 2024 was one of the hardest years of my life. And 2025 is also shaping up to be one of the hardest years of my life too. But it's definitely more optimistic than 2024. But I digress. And that's just one of the things I wish. I wish I knew. I wish I knew it. Just grind it out, stick it out, bite down on your mouthpieces, throw haymakers, and keep on working and pushing. You know, even if it's not perfect, bro, I know you have it on you. Keep on working. Another thing that I wish I knew, I wish I took seriously, or less seriously when I was younger, was the people around me. You know, especially when we're young, guys, like, we take everything that's happening to us or around us at school, at home, with parents, siblings, you know, we take that stuff so personally. You know, we feel like it's the end of the world, you know, because you're young, you haven't lived that much, so you don't understand these things as much. Right? But I wish that at that stage I could have just understood or just even knew or even practiced that, look, you might be around these people right now and they might suck, they might be terrible. And that can all be the truth. Like, all of what I said can be the truth. They suck, they're terrible, they're liars, they're awful, they're abusive. The list can keep on going. But just because you're around certain people right now doesn't mean you're going to be around them tomorrow or the next day or forever. I just wish I could have just grinded through and stuck out so many more moments. And I probably would have went a little bit further in some capacities, even though I was imperfect. You know, I'm so pissed at myself, dog. Aside from that, like, the next thing is that I was so, like, hung up on those short moments. Another thing that I also wish I understood, which is something I talked about before, is longevity. You know, especially when I got out of my other school, came to my other school, I had a lot more time, started developing and stuff. When I went to my other school, like, I was doing the workouts. You guys know the drills. I was trying to study and everything. And it was so tough, dude. It was so tough, and I burned out. And one of the things that I really wanted to tell you, and one of the many things I wanted to come here and tell you is that, dude, consistent, imperfect work beats perfect short-term work. Let me say it again. Consistent, imperfect. It's consistent, but it's imperfect. Beats perfect short-term work. Because you want to know something that's the trick of the devil. The trick of being a perfectionist that I sometimes kind of am is that I would think that, nah, it's not like that. I'm backwards. I'm not understanding it. Whoopoo whoopoo, whoopty whoopty whoopty, all this other stuff. And I'm just like, dude, if I just kept on doing simple, basic workouts, even if they were imperfect, and I just did them every day regardless, whether it was for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, pushed it sometimes, maybe just did a little bit for that time, and I just did that every single time. You fast forward 4 or 5 years from now, I probably would have been in super shape. I probably would have been making money a long time ago. I probably would have done so many things. But I didn't do it. Why? Because I didn't stay consistent. Because I had too high of a barrier. It's okay to start shitty. It's okay to have shitty stuff. You should have seen my first video on YouTube, dog. I was busy stucking all over my words and stuff. And I still kind of do that because I'm tired right now. But still, that's really it. You know, that's some of the other things I wanted to know. But here's some of the things I want you to understand. You see all your regrets of, oh, I should have done this. Take that regret and that lesson and apply it into now. I'm at this new school. I'm going to be honest. I'm in a class or some classes where I virtually have no friends. And I'm literally all on my own. Some of these people, they're buddy, they're best friends. They know each other from Christ knows where. And I'm all alone. And I'm not going to let that affect me the same way it did affect me when I was younger. I know that, bro, this is just going to be for a couple of months, and I'm just going to have to eat it week by week by week. Just keep on eating it week by week by week by week by week by week. Just eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Then I'll eventually get there. Then I'll eventually get there. Then I'll eventually get to the stage I want to be at. You know, that's the truth. That's the truth of the matter, right? But I didn't do that, and I'm so flipping mad at myself that I didn't get to do that for myself. So flipping mad. So flipping mad. And I just wish that I didn't do that. So now I'm practicing it now. The consistent workouts, I'm doing that now. I would work out maybe say 45 to an hour, and I know it sounds kind of crazy, but it's a football workout, a bit of cardio, technical work. You know, it's that. You know, I'm building some other stuff I want to do as well. You know, and I'm just staying consistent at it. I'm not perfect, but I'm just saying put your nose down and grind. Put your nose down and grind. Relax, take a chill pill, relax, work, keep pushing, keep going. That's what I wish I did back in the day, bro. But I didn't do that, and I'm so freaking mad at myself, dude. I'm so freaking mad at myself that I didn't do that. But now I'm doing that, you know? And it's going to sound kind of hypocritical because I'm doing this, but it's something that I'm working on doing is that, and this is really tough, guys, but you're going to have to do it, is that let go of the past. Guys, yo, when I was younger, I never understood, like, oh, why do people let go of the past? Because I didn't have a past because I was young. But now that I'm older, I'm just like, dude, let go of the past, dude. Like, just let go of it. Like, whatever happened, happened, dog. I know it's painful. I know it's sad. I know you could have done better, and whoopty, and these people failed you, and these people suck, and whoopty. I get it. But just move on, bruv. Just move on, dude. Like, we can't spend our whole lives busy here complaining, rinsing and repeating the same things over and over and over again. Like, yes, in the past you could have done better with X, Y, and Z. You fucked it up. You were young. You didn't know any better, you were kind of dumb and stupid, but it wasn't your fault. You were just a young man or woman, young kid, trying to find the best way he or she could move in the world. And of course you made mistakes, but now, alhamdulillah, let's praise the Lord above, that you're older now. And this is something else that I also want people to remember, which is that you are not your 14, 15, 16-year-old self. You're not him. Like, I know for a lot of people, especially with high school, because I did this whole, like, I did a shitload of jumping for me, right? But anyways, I did a lot of jumping, so, you know, my stuff's kind of, like, cross-eyed and stuff. But, look, let me put it like this. When I was going through everything I was going through, I went through so many different schools, different high schools and stuff, that, you know, I didn't get to meet a lot of people and stuff, right? But especially at my older school, and even at the school I was at before, but especially my older school, like, people would want to treat me and put me into, like, some sort of loser, outcast category. And it's kind of being reflected here a little bit, especially outcast. I wouldn't even say that. It's just they don't know me, we're not friends, right? Let me put it like that. But I want you to disassociate from that mindset. We should watch my video, which is that remember your highlights. That's something, this was a really cool video. But that's something else I want to remind you of. Like, you are not that 15-year-old. And forget about the past, dude. Let's talk about the future. The past is the past, my guy. It's done. It's gone. You can't do shit with the past. You can't buy nothing. You can't do nothing good for you or anybody else with the past. But we can do stuff with the future. You know, so let's just top it off with some of the stuff that I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Is that, guys, like, learn from your past experiences in so many words, my guys and girls, peoples. Like, just learn from your past experience. Like, don't like, be so hung up on whatever happened. And I know that's going to sound crazy. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying, because I'm working on this as well. That's why I'm making a video about this. But, like, guys, please, for your sake, for my sake, for everybody's sake, especially for your future self's sake, bro, let the past be, dog. Whatever happened, it ended the way that it did, bro. Look, I get it. It was sad, and I'm sad for you, and I know it makes you mad, and it makes you angry, and sometimes you don't feel too good about it. You might want to get some revenge. You might want to hurt some people, and I feel those emotions, and they're valid. But I'm here to implore you not to do anything emotional and rash. Don't. Because guess what? You're gonna make another dumbass decision, and you're gonna make another decision. Then 2, 3 years after the fact, you're gonna be like, "Yo, I was so stupid," and then it's a cycle again. There's people out there who still are being haunted by shit that they done like 20, 30 years ago. It's haunting them to this day. And that's all I want to say to you, my guy. It's this, like, dude, just let the past be, dog. And learn from your past mistakes. Be like, yo, I remember this. Today I wrote an exam, by the way. If you're even watching this. This was the first exam I wrote without cheating. I sat down, I genuinely studied for this exam. I was using all types of memory techniques and whatnot. And I studied my heart out for this exam as best as I could. I used the scope that was given to us by the teacher. I studied it in reverse with ChatGPT. And I wrote that exam, dude. I wrote it. It was great. But there was a couple questions here and there. Like some questions where I didn't know the answers. You know, in the past that would have panicked me. But I was just so free. That was an honest exam. An honest exam. No lying, no cheating, no manipulating, no secret notes, no phone, no ChatGPT. I did use ChatGPT to study, but not to, but I digress. That was the first time, dude. And look, am I gonna get the same type of 90-80% that I did before? No, I won't. But to be fair, this wasn't like the same type of scope that I got way back then. But anyways, am I gonna get the same 98% and stuff? No, I'm probably not. But guess what? It doesn't even matter anymore. I did the best I could. I probably got a smooth. If I'm being generous, I probably got a 70%. But if I'm being stingy, I probably got 60-something%. But hey, that was an honest 60% that I worked for, that reflected and showed my intelligence. Looking back at the matter, I probably could have done better here or there, especially a certain part I'm thinking about. But that's besides the point. That's the point of growth. That's the point of learning. Sometimes and I have no doubt in my mind, even though I came like fucking 8 weeks late to school, I probably did better than some people who were there the whole time. But guess what? I don't care anymore. Don't get mad at the past, dude. Use it as moments to look back with strength and reflection on who you should be and where you're supposed to be at. Like, for example, with me, like, I'm not the same 15-year-old back then. I'm smarter now. I'm stronger now. And I'm more mature, and I'm probably going to navigate and understand these situations a shit ton better than what I did back when I was a kid. And that's how you look back at those situations with strength. Being like, yeah, back then, I didn't have the knowledge, but this time I do. Or, back then I had this hidden knowledge inside of me, this hidden power inside of me, but it took that experience to unlock it. That sounds better than the last one, And I know it's tough, guys, but learn from your past experiences. If you learned that one time being impatient didn't work, learn to be patient now. Start applying that practice. It would be a shame for bad things to happen, for things to happen to you, and for you to never learn from them, and for you to never learn and grow from them and become somebody from them. It would be a shame. And you can't be that guy or girl. You're living the same, like a hamster? So that's really the best I have to say for you for now. But guys, learn from your mistake, yo. Learn from them. And this time around, guys, because we're older, we get the life a whole lot much better than what we used to. But here's my advice for you in life. Bite down on your mouthpiece and work bloody fucking hard. Bite down on your body. If you guys watch MMA, boxing, just bite down and just start fucking swinging, being as technical as you can. It's the best thing you can ever do for yourself. And keep working, even if it's only 10 minutes, 20 minutes, do the best you can. And before you know it, you'll be exactly where you want to be at. Don't give up. Keep on working, because believe me, guys, this you want to know something? This is one of the reasons why people don't achieve their goals. This right here, this moment, these times right here. It's because people aren't willing to make that sacrifice, that extra push, that extra punch to keep on going. They don't want to. They don't feel like they need to. It's not a big deal. Who cares? But then they wonder, oh my God, I worked hard. Why didn't I get the results? Why didn't I get the fruits? Because you didn't go that extra punch, that extra mile, that extra headbutt. You didn't go there. You didn't really throw yourself over the finish line. That's who gets to the treasure, who gets to the prize. Now, I'm not saying neglect your health or do something crazy, but you get my point when I'm saying that, like, keep pushing, dog. Go for that extra 20 minutes. Go for that extra rep or two. You know, obviously you'll come back tomorrow and do, but you keep on going. Don't do too much that's beyond your capacity. Let me say that. But, you know, my point I'm just trying to make to you guys is that, please, guys, don't make the same mistakes I made. Being impatient, being too emotional, thinking what's happening now is going to happen forever. And I guess another mistake I made is that not learning from the past. I'm trying to do so right now as I speak. And not trying to reflect and, oh, back then. It's gone. I'm here in the future and the now and what I'm going to do. And I can create and be something better. And that sure as hell applies to you as well. So, that's really the video, you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, bye.